Rajdeep, do you think that Sachin Pilot overestimated the number of MLAs who would back him and things haven't gone quite the way that he envisioned?
You know, I think in a way Madhya Pradesh is different from Rajasthan for a variety of reasons. I think one of them is the fact that the gap between the BJP and the Congress is much greater. Therefore, Sachin Pilot needs 30-35 MLAs at the very least to really bring down the government, at least 25.
No, but when you rebel, you think through all of this. Yeah. You also knew that Rajasthan...
So I think there's a bit of the garam khoon, the hot blood, कि इसने मुझे बहुत humiliate किया, and I think the SOG was the final trigger. But for the last 1.5
but
years...
But Ashok Gehlot scam says even before the SOG notices went out, he was already plotting a rebellion.
Because for the last 18 months, the fact is that Sachin Pilot has felt completely marginalized. And his argument is, if Amrinder Singh as PCC chief becomes chief minister, Bhupesh Baghel becomes in Chhattisgarh, Kamal Nath becomes, why not me?
Because more MLAs wanted Ashok Gehlot.
So therefore, but the fact is...
When the Congress follows some kind of democracy, then you have a problem. If they don't follow democracy, then there's a problem.
No, the point
more MLAs at this back, as a fact, back Ashok Gehlot.
But you had to then find a way to accommodate Sachin Pilot, who felt at that time, perhaps legitimately, that I also have contributed to this victory.
Absolutely.
You made him deputy chief minister.
Which is not a bad post.
But virtually gave him no powers. I was shown an RTI the other day that 64 crores has been spent on various advertisements by the Rajasthan government in the last 6 months, all with the chief minister's face, deputy chief minister nowhere. No, bureaucrats are told don't send your files to him. That one cabinet meeting has been held in the last 6 months. So therefore, you see, Sachin Pilot, unlike maybe some other Congress leaders, to be fair to him, doesn't want just the name on the nameplate of deputy chief minister.
He wants power, real
He wants power.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong.
So why somebody in
now
politics
that is where the problem comes for the Congress. When you have a young person who's ambitious, is open about his ambitions, he has done the hard 5 years on the factory floor in Rajasthan, he wants to be rewarded. Now because you're a party in opposition, to be fair to the Congress leadership, the number of posts available are limited. There's only one chief minister's post. What else can you offer Sachin Pilot? Maybe you could have worked out a system. This is where I said, which middle level management, if you've got two talented people, you'll accommodate them.
No, but there's a way that could have been found. Ashok Gehlot could have been chief minister for the first 3 years. Sachin Pilot could have been told in the next 2 years, you will be chief minister. Now, the problem, Pawan Khera, for the Congress is that Sachin Pilot, around him people are saying, they went and met Rahul Gandhi, they went and met Ahmed Patel, they told KC Venugopal many weeks before now what exact problems they were facing. The fact that Sachin Pilot was getting no leeway in the matters of government at all, and yet the Congress High Command did absolutely nothing. You let this problem fester and now it's exploded on your face.
Rahul, I'll come to your this thing, but Mr. Rudy was giving us a list of all those people who left the Congress. He's forgotten Kirti Azad, Yashwant Sinha, Arun Shourie, Suresh Mehta, Vaghela ji, and a host of others, Govindacharya, Uma Bharti, So, Mr. Rudy, do your homework.
Sir, take one second. Let's look at that list. How many of them joined the Congress?
He's mentioned it.
Isn't Jyotiraditya Scindia and Sachin Pilot a bigger loss?
I'll give you the names. Mr. Sidhu joined the Congress. Kirti Azad joined the Congress. I mean, Mr. Vaghela joined the Congress soon after he left. So, yes, of course, there are several who joined the Congress. Forget that. I'm just advising my friend Mr. Rudy to do his homework about his own party before doing homework on our party. Now, coming to your question. As I said, there was a coordination committee, Rahul. The coordination committee is meant to iron out all these wrinkles in governance, in the state unit. All these issues were discussed not once, not twice, but several times, threadbare by each and every member. It was very well represented. It had both Mr. Pilot's people also, and so, every group was represented. So, you can't say that things were not tried. They were tried, and even in the last 3 days, we all saw Rajdeep, Rahul, all of us saw, openly, publicly, we appealed to him that come, let's have a absolutely frank discussion about whatever issues are left. And it could have been discussed. But he has his compulsions, whatever they are. He is an asset for our party.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.